Hi, welcome back. Right, let's take a look at the emails, and then we will be looking at the index movement, then followed by the stocks that was highlighted in the emails. Okay, so the email says here that I posted Capital Corp, Seng Corp, Capital Land Invest, Seng Corp Industry Updates, AEM, and Venture, and today we have ST Engineering. So all these are emails that alert you to potential action, and one of the counters that highlighted is Capital Corp, where I've seen the support at 616 holding, and there might be a chance for it to rebound from it. So the key is the next few days it must go back to 640 and break up from there in order to succeed in this observation. Then same for Seng Corp industry, we are looking at the potential bottoming from this action, where you can see 452 support is formed, and it rebounded to 470, form a minor resistance there. And once it breaks up from there, then we can see close to $5 resistance. Okay, and then we have Capital Land Invest. So Capital Land Invest have a similar situation where it is also trading at the low, and this is a bullish piercing pattern. And the levels that it needs to test and break out is 302 in order to start its recovery. Then for Seng Corp Industry Update is when after I have posted this email, it formed a hammer pattern, which gives us a sign that this support is going to hold, and then there might be some more upside. Okay, and then we have AEM, crucial support here where it is holding at the uptrend line. So it has to continue higher to hit 372 in order to maintain its uptrend. Next will be Venture. Venture, we see a huge descending wedge pattern. The projection is to 1214, and of course we have a one white soldier on a smaller picture, and the volume on the breakout of this descending wedge pattern is high. So we shall see how Venture perform. Then today we have ST Engineering, where ST Engineering, if you observe this 100-day MA moving average, has been a very good support for the counter so far. And once it breaks up from 382, there's a chance for it to move towards 398. Okay, so these are the stocks that was highlighted this week. And let's take a look at the chart over here. Okay, so let's start with SDI. So SDI, last week we mentioned about a downtrend, and I mentioned that this 3052 support is quite crucial for it. And I mentioned that this has been a support in the past, and you can see STI form a double bottom formation today, right, as it retests this resistance at around 3092. Okay, so when we have this patterns form up, the most important thing to look out for is a strong closing, where STI is supposed to close above 3092, and then preferably around 3100, and then we can see a potential change in trend towards these highs. Okay, so once it start to trade to these highs, then we have more certainty that the change of trend is coming. The other thing that we need to look out for, if you were to refer to the weekly chart, is that tomorrow, if we have a very strong closing, as I mentioned, close at 3100, if we close at 3100, the weekly chart forms in a bullish engulfing pattern. It is an engulfing pattern now, but if it goes at 3100, it will be a better bullish engulfing. Why? Because it also forms a confirmation for this inverted hammer, this weekly inverted hammer. So this is a sign of hammering a base. And what we are looking forward to is that the index to start to have a year-end rally going forward. Okay, so hopefully we can achieve what we mentioned or what I have mentioned. Then Hang Seng, the counter is still, or the index is still very much uncertain, because you can see here, right, we have a resistance here and the index went up to the high but pullback, forms a long upper shadow. So this gives us a huge uncertainty here, and it really needs to hit back to this high later on, because then it will complete the double bottom formation to push up to see itself hitting 18077, filling up this gap. Okay, this is a evening star pattern which caused the index to fall, and hopefully the double bottom can help the index to recover. It is tough, but it's still doable. So let's see whether can it be done. Especially tomorrow is a Friday, and we hope that there's a strong closing preparing for next week. S&P 500. S&P 500, we see last night a very strong close-up, has been going through our plans as plotted on these lines, and we are looking at the potential change of trends coming, especially if tonight we have a strong close-up to this level at 4248, okay, around 4250 thereabouts. Okay, so if the index can close above 4260, it will be stronger, and then of course the Friday non-farm payroll will be a key lookout for every traders, because that can be a showstopper, right? And if it doesn't break above 4260, 4250, then there might be some pullback, and if the pullback is short and sweet and rebound immediately, then we have the upside coming. Then this is where we can see year-end rally lah. Okay, so let's go to individual stocks that was highlighted. So we have CapitaLand Invest. So as you can see, this counter went up, and we see that this chart is not exactly what I am looking for. We have some missing data. Let me restart the chart over here, where the chart will be more complete. Let's pause for a while. Okay, we have a better chart now. We can see CapitaLand Invest rebounded from this bullish piercing pattern, but is struggling to hit 302 resistance. So this is a potential showstopper, because the candle isn't showing us bullish momentum continually. So this is going to be a challenging moment for the counter. The counter is going to announce its results soon, and hopefully it is a better than expected result. Then we can see more recovery. So 302 will be the resistance to watch. Today's closing is also important, because if it doesn't close at $3 or $2.99, then we may have a challenge here. Venture. So we have seen venture rebounded or break up strongly, but there is a lot of uncertainty. As you can see from day high, they sold down to close at 1183, below 12. So today we see a higher opening, but there's some selling pressure now that lead it to form a black candle. And if this happen, of course, it's still premature to decide or to judge that whether this counter will pull back or continue higher. So for now, it's just to watch how it closed today. So close as a white candle preferred, and then $12. If you can breach above $12, will be bullish. Then 11.33. It will be the support if we fail to break above $12. Then we have AEM. So AEM, as you can see, still struggling at this trendline support, and this is not a very good sign because if you remember in the previous videos, I mentioned that if you hold on to the support too long, you are just waiting to break it sometimes. So we don't want it to hold too long. Yes, it can hover there, but not too long. If many days of struggles over there, it may eventually lead to sell off, especially when you see a lot of black candles while holding above the support. Okay, so this is one the very important things that you need to look out for, is that AEM really has got to close above 355 in order to survive this test of support. If failing to support, sidetrack a bit, so let's show you this example. So if you look at this counter previously, it had been hovering at this support level about 340, and you can see many times where it held at this support, and when you hold at this support, a lot of times it went down with a black candle and the rebound isn't that strong. So it's very similar to AEM. As you can see, AEM is trying to rebound, but the rebound fail and come back down again immediately to retest support is not a good sign, and eventually the support cannot hold and it breaks down. So AEM can be the same fate if it doesn't close above 355 and doesn't hit 372 going forward. So watch out for it. Seng industry, what we are looking for AEM is in Seng industry, where yesterday it had a very decisive breakout. Okay, so today we see some struggle as the market failed to continue from its higher opening, and now it's closing lower at 476. While it is not a new thing where whenever the stocks trying to rebound from the low, it tend to have some selling from the market. Case in point is this and this, right? So let's see whether the next few days, is there any follow through selling. If there's no follow through selling, Seng industry can move up higher. Okay, then the next is the Keppel Corp. So Keppel Corp, we see support here, and again it's also struggling at this support level at 616. So if haven't really moved up to retest 640 resistance, that is a sign that we need for bullishness. So got to watch. Same, if this support get tested too many times, it may get weakened, and more downside if there is no year-end rally. Then followed by ST Engineering. So ST Engineering broken out above 381, 382, went as high as 384, but again, it gave up the good gains earlier. Although it's still positive, but the candle isn't that friendly for now. And it is more desirable for it to close at 383 or 384 in order to move up higher. Okay, so we shall see what's happening, right, later on towards the end of the day. Okay, so I think I've pretty much covered most of the counter, and we have a crucial day tomorrow. So let's hope that we have a good result, and then at the end of the week, a good closing, then preparing for year-end rally. Okay, so thank you for viewing this week's video, and I will see you again.